Zachary Fruhling, aka CozyAzeroth, back again. I am working my way through an old TI basic programming book, 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. I'm going to read the brief program description. I'm up to program number 61, which is every 10th answer. Get into Classic 99, which is an emulator that emulates the TI-99 4A on a modern PC. Going to get into TI Basic, type the program in, run it, see what we can learn from it, and see what we can make it do. Program number 61, every 10th answer. This program generates a random number in the range of 0 to 999. However, it has a difference. It only shows you every 10th number it generates. Line 20 generates the numbers. Line 40 selects the 10th number from each set. Okay, let's get into Classic 99. Press 1 for TI Basic, and let's get typing, as they say. 10 randomize. That ensures that every time we run the program, we get a different sequence of numbers, a different random number generated. Okay, 15, call clear. Clears the screen. 30, v equals v plus 1. I guess maybe v for value. I'm not sure why you chose v there. Oh, I missed line 20. Hello. I went right over it. T equals integer. Sorry about that. T equals integer. I'm actually sitting quite close to the screen, so it's sometimes my eyes just don't see the thing I intend to see. Okay, t equals integer of 1,000 times r and d. There we go. Let's clear the screen and list out the program so far. Clear up the clutter here a little bit. That looks better. Okay, line 40. If, okay, we have a fairly complicated if-then statement here. If 0.1 times v, 0.1 times v, it equals integer of 0.1 times v, then 44. So we're going to check that statement here. Okay, 0.1 times v looks good, equals integer of 0.1 times v. That looks good, then 44. Okay, 42, go to 50. 44, print v comma t. Okay, and 50, go to 20. I still don't really understand why this author went with non-standard increments. You know, it's pretty standard in most versions of BASIC, TI Basic included, to list line numbers by increments of 10, especially when there's an easy way to renumber the statements once they're typed into TI Basic. I might have done that before I printed this book, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it emphasizes that the numbers don't really matter as long as they're logically consistent. In any case, it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and run the program. And what happens here? 10, 393, 20, 201. So yeah, we're getting every 10th number here. Let's let that run for a little bit. Looks pretty good so far. Take a screenshot of that. There we go. And this will just basically run until we stop the program or until the numbers get too large for the computer's memory, which will take quite a while. So not going to let it run quite that long. Things like this are kind of mesmerizing, especially if you wrote a couple subroutines to change the colors and make some fancy display with it. A lot of these programs are just bare bones because they're designed to be not complete programs per se, but more like fragments of larger programs that you could use. You could use these snippets as part of your game programs or whatever you want. Kind of mesmerizing, but we're not going to belabor this. You get the idea. So it's generating 10 random numbers at a time, but it's only displaying every 10th one. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes that you're not seeing in this program. I get another screenshot here. And that is all she wrote for every 10th answer. Let's end the program. Clear the screen and list it out once more for posterity, so to speak. Very short program. And Yeah, that's all there is for 61, every 10th answer. Well, if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under CozyAzeroth, which is my handle on Twitch, a little nod to my favorite game, World of Warcraft, or under my real name, Zachary Fruhling, for lots of Texas Instruments TI-99 4A content, a lot of trips down memory lane that way, retro gaming, retro programming, lots of World of Warcraft live streaming, not doing that this evening, but lots of World of Warcraft live streaming in general, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you're watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Please check out my YouTube channel for all the above. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out my Twitch channel under CozyAzeroth. Again, a little nod to World of Warcraft. For live streams and all the above, and you're welcome to watch me stream live on any of the above and participate in the chat if you are so inclined. In any case, I appreciate all the enthusiasm for the retro streams. I know it's not terribly important in the grand scheme of things. You know, modern programming has moved on to a large degree, but I still find value in these old programs, both to teach sequential reasoning, basic programming concepts, and frankly, it's just a lot of fun to type things into the computer and have it do things in response. And I think old programming languages actually did that a little better than modern programming languages for the most part. But in any case, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. And the next video in the sequence is going to be random sampler, and I'm not going to look at it yet until I start the next video, but that's a preview of things to come. And if you're watching this on YouTube, check out all the previous videos in this series, and of course stay tuned both on Twitch and on YouTube for all the videos yet to come. I'm going to be working my way through all 101 programs in this book, which is 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A Home Computer by Len Turner. Thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video.